Hello, this is Pete with Thrift Store Rundown, and I have the enviable task of trying to attempt to summarize this year's Oscars at the Dolby Theater, and here on my end, Odyssey to the Oscars on Thrift Store Rundown, our annual magnum opus of adding that Tinseltown touch to secondhand shopping. How does one summarize the Oscars on both ends? Well, in my position anyway. Well, for starters, I am impressed with South Korea. I am deeply impressed. The first non-English language film to win Best Picture, the first winner of the Foreign Language Award, aka the Best International Film of the Year, to win Best Overall Motion Picture of the Year, and that would be Parasite. Also taking home Oscars and making history as well in both categories of Original Screenplay and Best Director. The second time that a woman has won in 20 years, the fourth time that a woman has won in the original score category. My mind's a little foggy, correct me. I also like the female conductor Emil Noon, known for her work in video games, right? First female conductor in 92 years ever to conduct a medley of nominated film scores before the presenters awarded Ilda G. I'm not going to attempt to butcher her Icelandic last name for Best Original Score for Joker. That was one of two awards that the film won overall. They had the most nominations, I think, with about 11. The Irishman had 10, and the Irishman didn't take home a single one. Um, as far as the best and worst dress go, I don't really have a particularly best dress, but the most interestingly dressed, I must say, Natalie Portman and her gown with several names of snubbed female directors. Although you really can't complain much about snubbed female directors, because an Oscar went to one for Best Short Subject Documentary. Afghan girls who are learning to read and write and skateboard. I think her name was Carol or something. So yeah, at least you can say one female director took home an Oscar. As far as the worst dress goes, regrettingly, I have to say Billie Eilish. Not for what she wore, but for wearing it in an inappropriate venue to be wearing something like that. Yes, it is her signature style, but this is still the Oscars. There is a standard that has to be upheld. So that was not the appropriate venue for Billie Eilish to wear the outfit that she wore. But she did rectify that mistake when she got up on stage to perform yesterday by the Beatles with her brother Phineas on piano accompaniment, I believe, for the In Memoriam tribute. And by the way, Billy, you might be fangirling now over meeting Mindy Kaling from the Office. That's one of your current obsessions. But if you don't fangirl for the rest of your days over meeting, or at least being introduced for the segment by Steven Spielberg, you don't deserve to walk the red carpet, let alone walk on the stage at the Dolby Theater for next year's Oscars. If you get nominated for No Time to Die, we'll see how that goes. But don't pull off this mistake next year. Uh, the short hair love from Sony Pictures Animation. That was cool for it to win. Toy Story 4 Pixar's magnum opus of its founding franchise, winning Best Animated Short Film. Um, that was also cool. And the second time that ABC has done this without a host, and I say they pulled it off. Glenn Weiss, the director, kept everything in check, and the two female producers on the broadcast, one white, one black, um, they managed to make the 92nd annual Oscars run for the books. This was a watershed broadcast, a landmark that's going to be talked about for a long time to come. Way to go, South Korea. The Academy Awards is truly a global celebration of cinema. It's a case where you take a couple of steps backward and 8 steps forward. And you know what? The Academy will make mistakes, but I know there's no mistake they can't make that they will not rectify going forward into next year's Oscars. With that, the major awards show season has officially wrapped up in the most gratifying way. On my end, for Odyssey to the Oscars, as you know, we did 14 videos, when you count the preview show and the 40 consideration, screener collection, and now this. That's a total of 17 videos, including this wrap-up. And we reviewed 21 items, and that amounted to, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe we're going on 2.5 or 3 hours approximately. Content, I didn't even estimate. I'm going to have to call David. Again, my mind's a bit foggy. But hey, what are you going to do? I certainly want to take this opportunity to thank every one of you that tuned in. I still have to tweet out some of the videos that were posted and premiered over the 3-day weekend. It has been a blast for me to be able to make that series for you. This has been our 4th year doing so. Certainly upgrade and major improvement from last year. As you know, last year my computer had a terrible setback. It went into a coma, so to speak, because of the Ubisoft security system with the Peter Jackson King card PC game. I'm never buying another Ubisoft game again. I'm never buying anything made before 2010 ever again. I have a couple of Ubisoft games that I still have not reviewed, so I'll get those up as soon as I can. But no more Ubisoft. Ever. It nearly killed my computer. So, that is Odyssey to the Oscars. Here in Patterson, New Jersey, and at the Dolby Theater on Hollywood and Highland Avenue. And I am officially throwing my hat into the ring to campaign to be next year's Oscars host. Hey, Motion Picture Academy, consider me. Why don't you guys send this video to the Motion Picture Academy, and hopefully I can host that ceremony next year. I can ask out Billie Eilish if she attends. No, wait, what am I thinking? Forget that. I want to host, but not ask out Billie Eilish. Or maybe. I don't know. Depends on my mood. Another fantastic podcast. Now we get back to more simpler matters. Actually, matters not so simple after all. Like, for example, Valentine's Day. As you know, it is this Friday. And I am revising my thrift store rundown Valentine's Day special with about 2 minutes left. Hold on. Let me get something to show you. Excuse me. I've been taking a look at a couple of items that I purchased today at the thrift store. And they will be featured in the Valentine's Day video in place of the other 2 items. They are Chocolate Pen Fast Food Byway, Volume 2 on DVD. This is the final volume in the 3-volume set that I own now. That was $2.69. And finally, the Nutty Nummies Cookbook from Nutty Nummies creator and host Rosanna Panzino, $5.99. Also, 25% off. I don't usually buy the sub cookbooks, but she is a very popular YouTuber. Over 11 million subscribers, so you know what, I think it was time to throw her a bone, so to speak. These are going to Valentine's Day special. The Cosmopolitan and the, the Cosmopolitan one. This Cosmopolitan magazine with Emma Chamberlain and my People magazine Crimes of Passion Collector's Mag will be reviewed, but they'll be posted the day after Valentine's Day on Saturday, 7 videos. The focus of my Valentine's Day video going up on Friday, hopefully at noon, will be on cooking. The way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Ready for the title? To all the souls I've screwed. My mind is so foggy. Oh, goodness. Okay. Title. 30 seconds left. We'll go on 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Ready for the title? With all due deference to Netflix, and Noah Centineo, and Lana Condor, and Janelle Paris, who I love, to all the souls I've swooned before. P.S. That's just me cooking. With due deference to all the boys I loved before, and to Chef Jana Food Witness. Hope you can watch, and I want to thank you for watching Odyssey to the Oscars, and for watching this wrap-up video. See you on the flip side.